Good Thursday afternoon. Tom Ginn here. G-Force. G is for gratitude. It's a word that can change everything at any given moment, no matter what the circumstances you're in. It's a powerful word. G-Force. Hey, today I'm just going to talk a little bit about fear. Fear. And one of the things that really holds us back is fear. And I'm just going to share a couple ideas and thoughts with you that really work to help you get through that terror barrier. Because we all have some sort of fear that we deal with. And I'll share a couple that I deal with and how I use this technique to get through fear. Okay. But before I forget, and before I just wanted to make sure that you mark your calendar. Mark your calendar. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, you're going to be introduced to Terrel Hunt. Terrel Hunt. Former quarterback, Syracuse, Orange. He's got a tremendous story that he's going to share. So mark your calendars. 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern to meet Terrel Hunt. Powerful story. I'm excited to have him share that with you tomorrow. So, but today, what I really want to do is sort of circle back on something I covered a few weeks back. I don't want to be redundant, but every day we face some sort of challenge that triggers fear, doubt, worry, a negative thought. Doesn't make any difference. So I want to share something with you again today that positions that fear that you can push through it with a very simple technique. So fear. As we go through this, any comments or anything that you have here, don't hesitate to make a comment, ask a question. I'd be glad to address it while we're here. Put them in your comments, even on the replay, because I will get back to you. I'll answer those questions, because if you really want to have some dialogue on it, you can contact me by texting results to 21,000. You can email me there. You can make a phone call directly out of there. You'll see some information about some of the things I do in my business, because I am a person that believes in multiple streams of income. So if you need any help, got questions, want to leave comments, please do. Value your input on this live stream here today. So let's talk a little bit about fear. Fear. Let me share this. I'm going to go back to what I call the stick person, because if we can understand where fear works in on the negative side and how we can shift that with a very simple technique. When we understand what emotional state we are in, that's through vibrations, and we call it could be worry, doubt, fear, anxiety. Those are the elements of vibration that tell us what emotional state we're in. And how do we move to the positive side? And that's through a lot of different work and study and those type of things. But through understanding, we gain faith, we can get through fear, we can change our negative thinking into a positive by understanding this technique that I'm going to share with you today. Myself being a football player, I had my dreams squashed with an injury in high school, but that's a different story. You can get that full story on my website. as well. But let's talk about a football player. Now, when we look at football, we know it's a very violent game. There's no doubt about it. And it's so violent that the worst outcome that could occur is death. So the question is, with logic and reason, why would we do that? Why would we put ourselves in a place of injury or possibly death? Well, it really starts out with a clear vision and a mission and a why to win the game, an emotional attachment to an outcome. But I like to share this with you, and science shows this. When we're in a state of fear, we know it in different levels of fear. We can feel it. But also at the same time, athletes don't work in a state of fear. They work in a state of excitement. Excitement and fear have exactly the same vibrations. So an athlete knows that they're going to run down the field to tackle somebody. They know that they can get hurt, possibly die, but they're going for the objective to stop the play, win the game, with the ultimate goal of being champions, whatever the vision and goal they're setting out on the football field to win. And it's a strong emotional attachment. So they don't address fear, they address it with excitement. Same vibration. Now they're excited, they're willing to go out at an emotional level, be able to put themselves in a place of peril, possibly. So it's understanding the power of a word. They're excited. And no matter what fear we're facing, it could be the fear of making a phone call. So how do you change that vibration? How do you change that emotional vibration to a positive so you can move forward instead of being stuck? Because with fear, there's only one of three things are going to happen. You're going to fight it, you're going to flee, or you're going to freeze. Those are only three options. So you recognize it. So how do we change from that negative vibration of fear to excitement? And anybody's read the book, The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins, she talks about that. It's a very simple technique that gives you an opportunity. Once you recognize the negative thought, the fear, or whatever you're in, you can shift that thinking. Give yourself a time. You got to switch the switch down. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It gives you time to reframe to, I'm excited to pick up the phone, make the call. I'm so happy and grateful now that I bring value to the world. And you change your energy to pick up that phone, but you've got to know how to stop that negative vibration, fear. It's telling us anxiety, worry, and doubt, our negative thoughts that are holding us back. We can use 5, 4, 3, 2, and replace that thought with a direct opposite. And through practice and through discipline and coaching, you learn how to do that instantaneously. But there's a process. You got to stop it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the opposite? Then reframe the vibration. I'm excited. And then you have to take action, because it's the action that builds a new discipline, a new habit, a new belief system. And so that's a real simple technique. And I encourage anybody that's out there to pick up Mel Robbins' book, The 5-Second Rule. I'm just going to grab it out of my library here and just show it to you. The 5-Second Rule. Powerful, powerful book to help you better understand how to work through a negative situation and fear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm just going to have some fun with this, because I think, because we think in pictures and our thoughts, when we're in a state of fear, we have a mental picture what that's going to look like. Whether it's something physical like running down the field, we can vision the worst case scenarios of colliding and breaking a leg or whatever. We think in pictures. We think in pictures. So to show you how powerful the 5-second rule is, I'm going to show you how to change a thought. I'm going to show you how to change a thought. So what I'm going to ask you to do is do not think about a pink elephant the rest of the day or tomorrow or the next day. Do not think about a pink elephant whatsoever. Guess what? You're seeing, every time you see pink, you're going to see a pink elephant. It's a predominant thought. We think in pictures. So it's going to drive you crazy. Every time you turn around, you're going to be thinking about that pink elephant. That could be fear. That could be anxiety. It could be a negative thought, because we do think in pictures. So let's do this exercise. Have some fun with it. Pink elephant. I don't want you to think about a pink elephant. And this is what you do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're saying that to yourself, and then you replace that thought with another picture, another idea. So pink elephant. I don't want you to think about the pink elephant whatsoever. That could be fear. It could be a negative thought, uncertainty, worry, something negative. We think in pictures. 5, 4, 3, 2. Blue elephant. Blue elephant. And every time pink elephant comes up to your mind, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, blue elephant. And after a while, repeating that through repetition, discipline, through an emotional attachment to the new picture, guess what? You've changed your thought. You changed the picture of the outcome you seek. So it works. And I challenge you to do that. Do not think about a pink elephant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blue elephant. Blue elephant. It works every time, because your mind can only hold one thought at a time. And as you exercise that discipline, blue elephant, blue elephant, blue elephant, it pushes out the pink elephant. But it will come back. That pink elephant could come back into the room, the elephant in the room. And you see the pink elephant, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blue elephant. Great technique to use, whether it be fear, doubt, worry, a negative thought. So with that, I wanted to share that with you today. Have some fun with the pink elephant. You're going to be cursing at me the rest of the day if you don't learn 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blue elephant. Shift that thought, and it works. So with that all said, with gratitude. And when we recognize our negative traits, our negative thinking, our positive thinking, be grateful for them, because that's where we grow and learn. It takes us out of that emotional state. Be grateful of fear. What do you learn from it? What can you take from it? Keep in mind, most fears that we have are only manifested in our mind. Only manifested in our mind. Now, we're not talking about that fear of a truck running a red light and about ready to run you over. We're not. That is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fears in the mind. They're just chatter. But when we hear it, we need to understand how to switch it off and move to the direct opposite. Pink elephant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blue elephant. Works every time. With gratitude. Share this out. If you'd like to have some conversation, get some questions answered, on the replay here, leave a comment. I'll be glad to answer a question. Share this out with your friends. But tomorrow, you're going to be introduced to Terrel Hunt, the orange. So I'm excited to introduce him tomorrow. With that all said, it's with gratitude, the most powerful word that can change everything at this particular moment. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye. And we're still exiting. We'll try again. G-force. We are in limbo here, it looks like.